I'll tell you about some interesting history about an island called Doboy Island in McIntosh County. Doboy Island, you can see here, is located in Doboy Sound, right across from Sapelo Island, which is right here. Doboy Island is about 12 miles from Darien. There's 120 acres of highland that you can use and 222 acres of marsh. Doboy Island was named after Johann Doboy, who chartered the sound, which became Doboy Sound, in 1565. In the late 1700s, Doboy Island was granted to Jonathan Bryan of South Carolina. Jonathan Bryan traded Doboy Island to Lakeland and William McIntosh. 1857, timber broker Jacob Rockenbaugh and his sons, the Young family, owned Doboy Island before the Civil War. Things on Doboy Island were destroyed during the Civil War by the Union. Jacob Rockenbaugh and the Young family owned the steam engines, the boilers, the steam saw, the machinery on the part of the island, and all the buildings. 1859, Alexander Blue bought a portion of Doboy Island from Andrew Young for $1,000. The sawmill started up in 1866 after the Civil War. Doughboys served the large sailing ships. They would pull up into the sound and they would load the ships up with timber, and the smaller ships went to Darien. In October of 1876, there were several deaths on Doboy Island, so they sent Dr. Holmes to investigate. The doctor arrived on Doboy Island and found filthy conditions of Doboy Island. He found old wood laying around everywhere, old ballast stones not covered by water because ballast stones carry bacteria and diseases, and found that the men were living in poor living conditions. Dr. Holmes found out it was malaria. Dr. Holmes treated the people there who had malaria, and it saved many people. The first case of malaria appeared at the steam sawmill owned by the Messers. Several people were spared of the malaria. People that lived in a remote area of Doboy, and 2 buildings never got. 14 people died from the malaria outbreak on Doboy Island in 1876. The malaria outbreaks ended in 1877. The Hilton and Foster Company owned on the highlands the 2.5 acres. The buildings, the steam saw, the steam engine, the boilers, and the machinery, and the store. October 1st, 1873, Foster and Gibson owned the Georgia Steam Mill Company on Doboy Island. And this is a picture of the store in 1874 of the store and post office on Doboy Island owned by Hilton and Foster. I believe this building may be there, but I'm not sure. I found pictures of the present day, but I'm not sure if that's the same as this place here. The timber industry peaked on Doboy Island in the 1880s. In the 1880s, there were 300 people living on Doboy Island working. After the timber industry died in McIntosh County, the sawmill was abandoned on Doboy Island. In 1911, a fire destroyed what was left of the mills at Doboy Island, but by then, all the valuable stuff was. Today, Doboy Island's a private island, and it still has some structure. And this is the picture of the private land on the west side, so it's private property, so please honor that. And this is one of the buildings on Doboy Island. I'm not sure if this was the store and post office, but I'm certain it was. This is another look at the building up there on Doboy Island. Side view of the very old building. It says the building was built in the 1800s, so I believe this was the store.